Asked my wise friend one day. "O wise one, what is the best thing that can happen to a person in this world?" He said, "Do you know the third name by which Alexander the Great was called?" I said to him, "No." He said, "Then you should hear the story. After Alexander conquered most of the world, he killed his enemies and his friends alike. And he became more thirsty for blood, power, and life than anyone else in the world. He decided to invade the land of wonders, the land of gold and the 5 rivers. He decided to invade Punjab, the land of India. He took his mighty armies and crossed the mountains, valleys, and plains, crossing the heart of the Asian continent, targeting India. He used to tell the commanders of his armies many reasons why he wanted to invade India. But he was hiding a great secret inside him. For that the real reason that drives him to do this military adventure. The sages of India and the rest of Asia knew this reason. And they know what he can do to get his wish. That's why they called him Alexander the Great, the Fool, where the story was telling. That's what he's looking for. It was available to the sages of India, though. They knew that running after her and getting it might be the biggest misfortune that could happen to anyone. Alexander the Great, or the Great Fool, looking for immortality. And he knew that one of the sages of India knows where the secret of immortality is. He decided to invade India, search for him, and then force him to tell him this great secret. Indeed, when he arrived in India after hardship, and with his huge armies, and scouts for the army, send reconnaissance teams to explore the matter. Then they returned to him, and told him, that all the leaders of the kingdoms, tell him that if any of them or their people were harmed, they would not tell him where this sage is. Then Alexander sent his messengers to the leaders of the kingdoms, to tell them that he accepted their terms. Indeed, the country of India was the first country that Alexander invaded, and its people were not subjected to much harm. Rather, he kept the princes of kingdoms in their posts. And when he met them, they told him of the location of the wise, in a place in the heart of the land of Punjab. He soon went with a group of his soldiers to where they guided him. They found a person sitting under a perennial and old tree. Just sitting under the tree, and he's so happy. 5 soldiers went to him. And they were the only ones who were with Alexander at this time. They told him in arrogance, "Come on, come with us, Alexander wants you quickly." The man started laughing. They said to him, "Why are you laughing? Are you not afraid of Alexander? We can cut off your head now, nothing can stop us from this." The wise man looked at them and said, "Do you know why I am not afraid of you? Also, I don't care about anything even if you cut off my head. I am like this, because I have done everything I have to do in life. There is nothing left for me to do. And I'm just sitting here." Those stupid, arrogant soldiers said to themselves, "This is definitely the wise one we are looking for. No one is like this unless he is one of the immortals." And they said that we should not share him with any harm. Otherwise, Alexander will kill us. The wise man said to them, "Tell Alexander, if he wants something from me, he must come. As for me, I will not move anywhere." Indeed, they returned to Alexander. And they told him that they had already found the wise there. But he is not just a teacher. It is a school. So you must go to him. Alexander went to him while he was riding his horse in pride. And he said to him, "O man, it is said that you know the secret of immortality. And I want you to tell me about it now." The wise man looked at him and said to him, "First get off your stupid horse. Do not be proud of your riding this horse. He is less intelligent than you. Only if you ride a creature smarter than you, then you can be proud." Then Alexander felt that for the first time, small, and he should respectfully listen to that man. And he got off his horse. And he began to ask the wise, "Where can I find the secret of immortality?" At that time, the wise man understood that no matter how much he explained to him, he would not know wisdom. He will not reach any result without making him go through the experience. The wise told him, "You have to walk through this bush 3 days' distance. In this direction, you will find a cave. When you enter it, you will see another door inside the cave. When you get out of it, you will see a large lake of fresh crystal clear water. Only if you drank one drink from it, you will become immortal." Alexander immediately went, with his 5 soldiers, to where the wise had directed them. Indeed, they approached this cave. Then Alexander thought, "What if these 5 soldiers drank from the lake with me? Oh my goodness! All my power and authority lies in the extent to which others feel afraid of me, and that I can kill them at any moment. If these 5 drank from the same lake, they would become immortals. It will be a disaster. I will not allow there to be any of the immortals but me." Immediately he ordered them all to stay put. And he completed the rest of the way alone, until he reached that cave and this crystal lake, and quickly proceeded to fill his hands with water to drink from it. And before the water reaches his mouth, he heard a voice say, "No, don't drink, Alexander." And the water fell from his hands. And he looked here and there. He only found a crow standing on the other side of the lake looking at him. Alexander said, "What is it? How does the crow speak?" And the crow said to him, "I drank from this lake. Since then, I do not know how many millions of years have passed. I learned and knew everything in the world, even talking like a human being. I saw thousands, even millions, of my clan being born and dying. And I'm standing here not knowing how to die. Even I cannot commit suicide. There is nothing left that I did not see in this life. I just want to rest. But I can't. And here I am standing on the shore of this lake since the last 1,000,000 years. Do you want this fate, Alexander?" Here Alexander looked at the crow and at the lake, then removed his hands from the water, and decided not to drink from the lake. This was the most intelligent thing Alexander did in his life. We even because of this act removed his 3rd name from history. Alexander the Great became, instead of Alexander the Great, the Fool. Do you know, my friend, from the story, what is the best thing that can happen to anyone in the world? The best thing that can happen to any creature in this worldly life is that he will die someday.